Just making sure everything's all set because we're getting ready to do one of our classic podcast episodes. And I think we should probably do a little bit of promotion for a live event that's coming up soon.
We have a live event coming up soon.
Because we could record this and then put it at the beginning.
That's true.
Because now everything's all set for our little fun recordings.
Yes, we have a couple live events coming up. A lot of fun. We are doing Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Bradley Drawn. You know about the Bradley Drawn shows where Brad redraws every scene from a movie and I write a new narration. And we're putting these on as Funbearable events. Ray's there doing stand-up. Our buddy Brian Bowden is coming and doing stand-up. Liz Moniz. It's going to be great. We're doing this at the Comedy Connection in East Providence, Rhode Island on Sunday, June 11th. We're going to have a lot of fun. Find tickets and info at funbearablepod.com. And then the next night, Monday, June 12th, we're heading to Astoria, Queens. We're doing the same show in Grove 34. Unfortunately, Ray probably will not be there for that show.
Yeah, scheduling issues and whatnot. So
some stuff up in the air, some big stuff.
These boys won't say it, but we're all feeling it. Sunday is going to be the best of the two.
I'll say for Monday night, Chuck and I are going to watch Ray's set from Sunday night. And then we're going to try and recreate it on Monday night.
Yeah, that's
and you
right.
guys are calling it Raw, right?
Right, Raw Harrington.
Monday Night Raw Harrington.
Yes. But Monday night, June 12th at Grove 34, it's also going to be Matt Wayne, guest of the show, and Andrew Chavone, guest on the show, doing stand-up.
That you haven't seen yet.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, at this point. Doing stand-up as well for the Indiana Jones Bradley Drawn event. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Both events, find all info and tickets at funbearablepod.com. These events sponsored by RI Food Fights. We love RI Food Fights. Amazing for RI Food and putting on events that kind of spotlight all the best food in Rhode Island. Check out at RI Food Fights to see their great events. Really appreciate them. And Chomp Burger Bar, who started in Warren, Rhode Island, where I grew up, and still have a house, obviously. They expanded, opened a second location in Providence, and they just opened a brand new, amazing waterfront location in Warren, Rhode Island. Check it out. They just opened up. Check them out as well. Definitely come out. Make it a point to come out. We want to do more live shows. We want to expand and do more in the tri-state area, Connecticut, Boston, all these different places. So the more people come out, the easier that's going to be. Bring a friend. It's a really, really fun time, and we love the idea of putting on these kind of, it's funny, it's alternative comedy, but it's not alternative comedy. It's like a completely bizarre show that is very fun, and I think anyone can kind of come and show up and have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's something about the drawings that just brings out this heartwarming, you crazy kids. It's that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have ever tried to draw a fedora. But, man, it's challenging. More challenging than you'd think.
And I heard a little rumor, I can't say officially.
Yes.
But on Sunday at the Comedy Connection in Rhode Island, the Rhode Island show is Sunday, the New York show is Monday.
Yes.
That's right.
On Sunday, I heard perhaps I may have been able to pull a string or five. And a certain gentleman.
Oh, a certain Connery.
Who may be familiar with a leather jacket and a fedora.
Oh.
Maybe showing up, maybe named Harrison Toyota will be appearing.
It's so dumb. You
guys are a bad influence on me.
That
was the only one in our price range.
Yeah, that's right.
We went for the Ford. He said no.
Yes. But yeah, check out funbearablepod.com for tickets and info. June 11th, Rhode Island. June 12th in Astoria, Queens. We're going to have a lot of fun. Enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Funbearable. I'm Brad Rohr.
I'm Ray Harrington.
And I'm Chuck Staten, who has infected Ray Harrington's brain to the point where he just came up with Scotty Pippi Longstocking for this year's rejected Halloween costume.
I like how you said it, came up with it like I'm sitting at home with my tongue out.
Scotty.
Scotty doesn't know. No, that's from a movie.
So I wanted to tell you, Brad and I actually talked about this. You know how last year?
Oh, you're firing me from the show?
No.
Oh, no.
Remember how last year on Halloween we did a thing where we sat on a porch and we gave out candy to off-screen trick-or-treaters?
Yes.
Which, by the way, like,
And they were real and they enjoyed the candy.
Yes.
I'm not asking you to confirm that we do it again, but it is a very fun framework.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what is perfect? Because we were commenting on the Halloween costumes we saw.
I think there was a
Yes.
John Wilkes Booth costume.
Yeah. I gotta say, in terms of our old concept of rejected Halloween costumes, it's a pretty perfect marriage.
No. No.
Oh, hello, youngster. You're dressed as Scotty Pippi Longstocking.
Oh, that's because the way you do it is like, oh, that's weird. He has a basketball jersey. He's
33.
Really, 33. He has the
6'8"
red.
Central
Yeah,
Arkansas.
yeah, see? So it's a perfect place for that idea.
I don't know.
I-
I think I'm going to stick in the wheelhouse of Lil OJ.
Yeah, to me, Lo J. Simpson.
Lo J- oh, yeah, that's right. Lo
That
J.
is a rejected Halloween costume,
All right,
whether
that's
you
fair.
like it or not.
That's fair.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is fair.
How you guys doing?
I'm doing great.
I'm
How
doing
are
great,
you?
too. I'm doing
How-
pretty good.
Yeah.
Bradley?
Ray, you had mentioned to me that you had done some internet research for this episode.
We're doing this.
Yeah.
Let's jump in.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I did some net sleuthing.
Oh.
.org.
Yeah.
So
No one buy it.
Chuck, you sent us both, Brad and myself, a screenshot the other day of your dating profile.
Yeah.
Is this true? This is true.
It's true, but that was an accidental send.
Yeah, it was that, and then 2 screenshots of like other information that had no information that applied to us in any
Right.
way.
Is that true?
Yeah.
What was the other information?
It just seemed like you were just going through your gallery and clicking photos
I
and
thought it
clicking
was-
share.
It's funny because I can't remember what I was really sending you, but I thought it was something pertinent.
It was. That something pertinent eventually came through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, potent.
Yes.
Oh, impotent.
Impotent.
Yeah. So I was like, that's fun because it was mainly just your new dating profile image.
Right. There was some information on
It's
there.
a nice photo. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a lovely photo.
Thanks.
And so I was like, I wonder what Chuck's dating profile looks like.
Yeah.
And so I did my sleuthing. I put on my Sherlock Holmes hat,
Yeah.
made of digital bytes and bits,
Yep.
Zeros and ones.
Yeah. And I puffed on my pipe.
Digital pipe.
Digital pipe?
Yeah,
I mean,
digital pipe.
Made
E-cigarette.
out of USB.
It's like a vape.
Vape
Yeah.
pen. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But I mainlined, I freebased internet is
Yeah.
what I did.
Oh,
yeah.
all right.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unhealthy.
And I found your dating profile, not the one that you use for casual dating. I found your real one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I definitely, I have
The
two.
secret one.
I
Really
keep two.
Yeah.
Pulling the curtain back.
Yeah.
Oh, the curtain fell off of its runner.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Right.
Not a great curtain.
And so this is Chuck Staten's real secret dating profile.
Okay.
And
Are you embarrassed, Chuck?
Oh, no. I mean, I'm proud of everything I've ever written on the internet.
oh, I know that. All right. So but I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
And I wish you nothing but the best. I
Thank
hope you
you.
find love.
Right. And other stuff.
Or whatever you're looking for.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
Yeah. It just starts with, the picture's nice. It's the same picture you sent us. And then it starts with, you, a geek in the streets and a freak in the sheets. Me, a lil scamp in the roads and a lil tramp in the commode.
In the commode?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And then in brackets.
Hold on. I forgot that this is my dating profile. Yep.
And then in brackets it says, and a little boy with severe emotional problems pretty much everywhere else, including roads and commodes. So,
Especially
you're honest.
roads.
What's
Yeah.
the character limit on
I
this?
gotta say, especially roads, those long drives, they're getting to me.
When you're on the road, you're looking for a commode,
Yeah.
and then it just says for ages that you're looking for.
Right.
Most people have like an age range.
Yeah.
Right.
This just says, I have a strict don't ask, don't tell, don't delete policy.
Don't delete. That's really good.
And then we get into what you're looking for a little more, who you are.
Yeah.
Turn-ons include boobs, kindness,
Yep, okay.
a sense of humor, brackets mine, unlimited breadsticks, a woman who knows her place, gross feet, brackets my own,
You do love your own gross feet.
chasing a woman in the woods and eating meat off of her body.
That's a. You mentioned that on a previous episode of the podcast.
No.
I think you cut it as a clip.
I didn't.
This one-
not through the woods.
This one sounds like a disturbing bumper sticker. An old soul and a young mouth. Jesus. Again, this is what Chuck's turn-ons are. A woman who knows she should be seen and not heard.
Wow.
Oh. A big bush. Okay. Desks, brackets, they're just asking for it.
I'm glad there were no brackets after the big bush.
Yeah. Law and Order SVU as a turn-on.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And, of course, mirrors.
Yes, mostly.
Yeah.
Right.
And then turn offs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You don't want this. No.
You don't want this.
Chuck's turn-offs include smoking,
Right.
Yeah.
reading, yuck, it says.
Oh, what the heck?
People who talk too much about themselves and not about me. Libtards.
Whoa.
Oh. Uggos.
Yep.
Brushing my teeth. Wow. People who call the police for like no reason and blow things out of proportion.
That's really good.
Judgy people, like that judge for my tribe. Confident women, brackets, that judge was a confident woman. And this, I can't believe this is inappropriate. And I wish you should change this. You should go into your dating profile, Chuck, and change this. Fatties, blacks, cripples, and closed-minded people.
Whoa, Chuck.
And prudes.
Right.
But I really think you should change that.
Yeah.
And then there's just some space that you could write what you're looking for in a spouse or potential
Right.
Yeah, it's
mate.
important.
And it just says, for the sexually adventurous, my safe word is, we find the defendant guilty on all counts and may God have mercy on your soul. Or if you're in a rush, time of death 7:44. Those are weird safe words.
Specific.
Yeah. I'm into cosplay, not dressing like famous pop culture characters. Cosplay is when one of us wears a colorful sweater and the other drinks a bottle of NyQuil. Happy to cause or be caused. All right.
That's a great joke.
Yeah. And this one's just in bold text, choking, right? Mm-hmm. I'm into a little light choking and medium choking and dark choking. Also interested in maudlin choking, scared choking, choking while driving, mutual choking to climax, or just a sexual version of the blackout game. Okay. Women with kids are okay as long as your kids know that I'm the baby and I get a player one on Nintendo. But I can be a good older brother figure. No autistics. Wow. Rough stuff. And then finally, it just says, must be okay with my son, Brad. He's my special boy.
Yes,
Legally,
I
the
am.
state has labeled him my special boy. I take him everywhere and he's well trained. He does like to watch. And that's what your dating profile is.
It
so
is.
I think that it's fun. I think,
Right.
you
right.
know,
It's accurate.
yes.
That's what is good.
A lot of success.
You know, I don't spend a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But I'm sorry I doxed you.
No,
Yes.
well, I was going to say what I really like about you bringing that to the table is that obviously you'd be a hypocrite to not accept if I found any dating profiles of other people
Of
at
course,
this table.
of course.
So it's funny because maybe I'll do a little research myself because
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
have
yeah,
a
yeah.
digital Sherlock Holmes hat.
Oh, you do?
It's big.
That's a big hat.
It's
yeah.
big.
Wow.
You know what?
That's a digital
more of
sombrero
It's
is
more
what
of
it
a
is.
musketeer.
Yeah.
But you know, I like that. I like having our my feelings or turn offs, turn ons out there.
Yeah.
That way
yeah.
people
Well,
maybe
now,
we're
maybe
spreading
you'll
the
find
word,
your
right.
soulmate right out there in the
Don't-
digital landscape.
Don't poop where you eat.
Yeah. Me
Are
and
you
Ray,
kidding me? This guy
Actually-
walks around all day with a roll of toilet paper and a big spoon.
Say everything I eat, I have to wipe my own shit off of it.
No.
It's funny that we're diving deeper into my psyche today.
Yeah, it's like the cell.
Yeah. Remember the horse?
You're D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
And you're Jennifer Lopez.
Thank you.
And I'm the guy. I can't remember.
I think you're the
guy
horse.
that was there.
Scary.
I was
Ooh.
thinking of there was a foreign language movie that was like 100-level prison, and the food just
Oh
lowered
yes,
down.
yeah.
I watched
the
it.
platform.
Yeah, I think so.
I think something like
But
that.
I'm level 140 or whatever at the
Yes.
bottom of the platform.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm the platform. They
Oh.
put the food on me.
Oh, okay.
So-
And Chuck chases me through the woods.
So we've talked a lot on the podcast about how we want to have more characters. We want to have more segments we can return to. People love to have a special episode. On Community, there was like the paintball episode, stuff like that.
And we have been in talks legally,
Right.
to get the name of the podcast changed to Funbearable Characters Welcome.
Right.
Yeah.
But Turner
Yeah.
is not happy with
Right.
I tried to bring in a paintball blaster and I shot myself in the eye. Shot
Yeah,
my
I
eye
know.
out.
That's
So
right.
Corey
So
got mad.
Yeah. So
that. And I've taken on a real Chevy Chase persona.
and there is, on top of that, there is this thing. There are people know me in the podcast as kind of the idea man. They think of
what?
me, and they think of me as the guy who comes up with concepts, the big picture guy and the idea man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really the guy that they tend to
I think
label
they
me as.
picture you as the guy when you say the big picture guy. I think they envision you with a big poster board
Yeah,
with a crayon drawn picture.
yeah, right.
Right?
But they think of me as someone who has a lot to say.
Yes.
They do think they agree, yes.
It's a bottomless fountain of
Noise.
ideas, concepts. This we should do this. We can do this.
Okay.
I'm doing this once in a while. I'll look at Brad and say,
Right.
"You fit right there."
And
we come up with all
it
these
keeps
things.
shrinking it.
And I said, I was thinking about my unbridled creativity, and I was thinking about, well, could we turn that into a character? Could that come into play? Could we bring a character and combine my persona on the podcast, my role,
Yeah.
and a character to kind of figure out a way to fence it in and really harness the lightning? You know what I mean? Lightning in a bottle.
oh, wait.
I want to capture lightning in a bottle, which everyone says is famously simple. So I want to do it today in the podcast with a new character, a new segment,
Oh, like Sheila the movie slut.
sort of.
That was just a
That was
brief
a bit.
That was a
a
character.
brief glimpse, just a,
Yeah.
a soft breeze that came through.
I mean, if Ray,
A soft southern breeze.
if Ray came in and said, "I want to have a Sheila the movie slut segment every once in a while," I'd be open to talking about it, of course.
Yep.
But yes.
Well, you have said you don't want Charlton Heston on the podcast.
no,
so-
Charles Heston is welcome.
Charlton Heston. Well, you don't want to let he.
Yeah, right. I
he
don't.
Will
You
show
don't. You
up.
no. I'm not saying that you said you didn't want him. You don't want him on the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
So today, I want to present something very special to you guys. You're gonna have to close your eyes for a minute for me to prepare,
All right.
and I am not gonna put anything near your mouths. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna.
I like
do
how
that.
you're like, I'm the idea guy. And also for this podcast, while we're doing it, can you please close your eyes? I promise I won't put things in your mouth. Right? Like that's not an ideas guy.
I get nervous with unbridled creativity. I
See?
think if
Yeah, I
anyone's
know.
creativity needs a bridle.
Well, there's
Yeah,
and
you know who
reins.
had unbridled creativity?
Da Vinci.
Charles Manson.
Right,
Timothy McVeigh.
Yeah.
Picasso,
The devil in the White City guy.
Yup.
the Joker. Wait, no, that's one of yours that you'd say.
The the inventor of slavery, I guess.
I'd trick you into saying the artist, and I'm saying
Rabbit,
the back.
rabbit
Oh, yeah,
season.
Yeah, it's rabbit season. But I am going to need you guys to shut
Sure.
your eyes. I'm not going to hit you. I'm not going to hurt you.
No, you know what? I believe
just have
that.
to prepare.
My eyes are shut.
Is this going to be like the nails? If this is like the nails,
What's the nails?
When you
When
came
you
out
wore
at
the
the
nails-
Christmas show,
when you like intentionally kind of fucked up the 5 minutes before the show started because you were like, I'm going to leave. I can't tell you why, but you have to do this right now.
my
And I'm like,
eyes are still
okay.
very shut. This
And then it was for the nail bit, and the nail bit, I love you, it bombed.
No, nail bit was solid. I'm doing it again for Halloween.
Santa wrote a letter to me, and he said the nail bit bombed.
He's jealous. He wants all the attention.
He's
on him
like,
for
I'm
Christmas."
making a new list
So
called Shitty.
So this is more of it's a character accoutrement. I wasn't being a character that day. I was just trying to celebrate
Yeah.
in a different way.
Yeah.
This is a character thing.
eyes are still shut.
All right. I guess I'm gonna close my eyes.
I promise
now.
I'm not going to come over there and do anything.
No. I understand. All right. So the eyes are closed.
Eyes
Yep.
closed.
Oh,
My
very
son
close.
does this all the time. My 9-year-old son, when he wants to present something, he'll be like, "Close your eyes."
Yeah.
And you have to close your eyes and you have to wait for him to fumble around with a thing.
Right, and then he's like, I'm not going to put anything in your mouth, Dad.
No, this is a character. All right.
I like how you said that like it's a trial.
You
Your Honor, it was a
was a
character.
character.
I didn't do it. It was the character.
Time of death 7:44, Your Honor.
You may open your eyes.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
There's a new segment today, new character. It hurts. Brilliant Notions with Dr. Genius.
All right.
Why did you say it that way?
What? I slightly inhaled and said, all right.
Where did you get your doctorate from, Dr. Genius?
It's about
The School of Hard Knocks.
yeah. So here's what we're
Soft
gonna do.
knocks at best.
I think about all the different ideas I have. Like I said, unbridled. I almost, when I come in here, I have to sit in my car for a minute and like write down all my ideas so that I don't flood the podcast.
That
with
would
all my
explain
great
why you
ideas.
were 11 minutes late today.
So, what I think I'm going to do is when I have a new idea, I'm going to put it in my little bank, and I'm going to come on the show, and I'm going to present my brilliant notions as Dr. Genius, and you guys get to hear all my ideas. We can discuss them and see
Good.
how we can incorporate them into our show or
Oh.
maybe into other businesses.
Absolutely.
I wish you had brought this idea to the table and maybe we could have discussed it too.
Are you worried at all about the light reflecting off the thing and blinding the camera?
No, that's how you look at people's you use your speculum and your peak. You know what I'm
That's
talking
your
about?
peeking mirror?
This is my peeking mirror.
Is that what's the official title for your peek and mirror?
This thing?
Yeah, doctor.
That's it's a PM. And
All right.
but I have a bunch of ideas. And they're not just
Yeah.
like podcast topics or
Oh,
items.
good.
We're gonna run the gamut.
What if cereal
Okay.
came in burrito form?
Yeah, it's going to be like
Dr.
vape.
Genius. Oh, sorry.
You're
I
like
number
it's like
4.
all these weird things of like, what if we shot trash into space?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Because it's like getting rid. We shoot it into the sun.
This is
Garbage. We shoot garbage.
That's
in the
a smart idea. These are brilliant notions.
Oh, all right.
Oh, okay.
Brilliant notions with Dr. Genius.
Got
Where
it.
do they fall? Like smart idea, brilliant notions is like which
I
way
have a feeling
go?
they fall far away from
Yeah,
each
yeah,
other.
yeah.
So, would you guys like to hear my first brilliant
I'd
notion?
love to hear
I
your
would love
first
to hear the
brilliant,
brilliant
notion,
yeah.
Dr.
Okay,
Genius.
Who decides if it's a brilliant notion? Aren't these
They've
open
they've been determined. You guys are off the. You know, it's easy.
All right.
Okay.
So
Go ahead, Dr. Genius.
you've heard of people going through difficult times,
Difficult? Yeah.
yeah.
and
I've heard of it.
sometimes.
I've never had to knock on wood, but I've
know
heard,
somebody
I've
who's-
heard of someone who
yeah,
has.
Yeah.
So you know
I
that-
heard it wasn't good.
Sometimes people want to change their persona, or maybe even they change their appearance over time, and they want to get a new haircut. You ever think about that?
I mean,
Some-
I've had the same
every
haircut
day.
for 17 years,
Yeah.
so no.
Sometimes, like people will go through like a breakup and be like, "I need to reinvent myself and have a new haircut."
Or,
this is real.
Or they are wanted for a murder they didn't commit, and they are hiding in a gas station
Yeah.
bathroom, and they put shoe polish in their hair to change the color of their hair.
yeah.
Exactly. See,
A
And
new
lot
beginning.
Of people, a lot of people, see, thank you.
Yeah, you're
Run,
welcome.
A lot
run
of
Lola,
people-
run. Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing. Those people are always like, "What should my new haircut be? I don't know what to do with these bangs." I lived, just like Brad just said, he lived 17 years as this guy.
Yeah.
If I'd said to you, Brad, perfect example, you have to have a new hairstyle tomorrow, what would you pick?
A mohawk.
Yeah.
But for real,
Think
A
of how
Brad
cool
Hawk.
it would look. Yeah.
you don't know.
No, I
and,
don't.
and you'd probably prefer the take of a professional.
I do like the idea of somebody on the run in that bathroom, in that gas station bathroom.
Yeah.
They do something different to their hair, and then they're looking in the mirror and they're like, "I look stupid. Does this look stupid? Does it look? I feel like it looks stupid."
There's a pounding on the door, and it's the FBI, and you're like, "Hang on, before you take me in."
It's the other natural born killer.
Yeah. Before the perp walk.
Yeah.
Yes. So here's my idea as this solution to so many people's issue.
Yeah.
Glory hole for haircuts. You
I don't.
hold on. Let me
I don't.
I brought up the gas station bathroom.
I don't
let me-
like the phrasing. I
let
know.
me give you this. We have a
Why do you keep? What is? You're cleaning the glory hole. You're wiping it down.
It's for hair. It's nothing sexual about this.
Do you think a glory hole, like they could have in a bathroom? You know how they have the paper to put on a toilet seat?
Yeah.
They could have like a little paper ring to go around a glory hole.
Makes sense. Yeah.
That's better. and more. It's better.
Put that in your notes.
I will. So here's what it is. We open a business. The three of us.
I'm not investing.
This is the beginning of a fucking Three Stooges thing.
No, you ready?
We
We
open a business, and I'm a genius because I have a doctor hat.
So I'm a doctor. So
Hey, what's Shemp doing over
you
there?
sit. Here's what we have. You go in. There's a line of barber chairs, and you say, "I'm here for a haircut."
With your hands up like that.
You're showing. This is how you.
Yeah,
when
because
you
your
come
barber is a firm believer in stand your ground laws.
No. Yeah, you're explaining. I don't know what the fuck I want. So, there's 7 barber chairs.
7.
There's 7, and you sit in one. Wall,
And it says dopey on the back.
Wall behind it.
The other one's
And then
sleepy.
your head goes into this like a whole like layers down, and there's a barber behind you. You have no idea who it is. You don't talk to them. You don't communicate. And he looks at your head, or she touches it and feels the shapes. Looks at the hair you have, and they give you a new look, new haircut, and you don't have to do any of the guesswork or planning or describing it.
Couldn't you just do that with anybody cutting your hair and just be like, you know what? I trust your experience.
Yeah.
Can you just give it? What do you think? And they'll do it.
I'm gonna walk in with my eyes shut, and the barber.
No.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
see the barber that cuts my hair. They're
Right.
just gonna cut my hair.
Here's the problem with
Remember,
that.
Ray and I had our eyes shut earlier. Somebody could have cut my hair, and I wouldn't have known who it was.
Exactly.
It would have been
So
Chuck.
here's the thing, but you would probably go to a barber you trust, and they would probably just kind of stick you with something similar because they're like, I know this guy, he's difficult.
But you could just go to another barber or
How would you-
hairstylist.
This is solving that problem. You just said, how could we find another barber? This is solving the problem.
But then if somebody does it
Google.
and they go, great, I have my new haircut, right?
Perfect.
But we only provide surprise new haircuts. And they're like, no, I like what I have. They're
hold
never
on.
coming back.
We-
They're never coming back
Here's
to
what
our
we have.
barbershop.
I already solved this.
Oh,
So we give you a little an email address, and you rate your. Hold on.
it's like you turned a sex club, a secret sex club, into a barbershop. That's why the holes are there. That's why the secrecy.
So-
that's why you have a secret code that you have to do.
So we have a website, ghforhcs.com.
Juniper.
GH for HC. Good
Glory,
haircut.
glory holes for hair.
Oh, glory hole. Okay, yeah.
So you go there.
I went with good haircuts.
So you come in. Ray comes in.
Hi, ding, ding, ding. Hello.
Okay, so he's customer because we want complete anonymity.
secret password?
We want complete anonymity.
Yeah.
And Ray says he's customer number 00658. So we give him a little email. We said, write down your reaction. If you like it and you say, I want to keep this haircut, then we give you the information of the barber that cut it, and you become their client.
Okay.
But
It's like a dating app now?
well, you got to think. Think of here's how you get to compare it. If you ever go to the emergency room, right?
That's what you want to hear in any business pitch, right? Like you're on Shark Tank and you're like, listen, my business runs. Okay, have you ever been in an emergency room? Right? every shark's like, I'm
It's
out.
the same. We have the same system as the emergency room.
Triage.
So you go to get your haircut and wait for 4 hours, and then they tell you like,
We don't know. That'll be $1,300.
yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Here's a Motrin.
Yes.
Go to your regular doctor.
No, I had this in Staten Island. I went to the emergency room, and this guy treated me, and I said, "That's a great doctor." And they said, "Here's his name," and maybe I will go to him again. But it's the same thing with the glory hole for haircuts.
I mean, you
You
guys
might
are
go
both doctors, so
You might go in, and you might hate it, and you might say, "I'm not going to this guy again," and that's it. But if you like it, solves your problem of how do I keep this haircut up?
Okay.
Now this person. So glory hole for haircuts, new look.
Can we talk about the title, the name of the business?
Yeah.
I think having glory hole for haircuts,
Well,
because you know those barbershops where it's like my new barber,
Yeah.
right? The barber that I have, who's more right wingy kind of guy.
Yeah.
And it's like a place where he's like, you want a beer? You know, when you sit down,
Right.
and I'm like, I just want a haircut. Like that's the new thing in barbershops, like offering you a beer.
right.
And it is weird. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you want a PBR pounder
Yeah.
at 1 p.m. while you're
Yeah.
getting your hair cut.
I just drink a Powerade Zero in the shower.
Also,
afterwards.
I don't want an open beverage while you're cutting
Cutting
my hair. It
Yeah,
gets all
that's
over
the
it.
real
That's
issue.
gross.
That's the biggest
Yeah.
issue to me.
So I think with this, it paints the picture of one of those barbershops where it's like, we got a pool table. We'll give you a beer. We got this lady with cleavage. She'll do a head massage. And now we offer, while you get your hair cut, a glory hole for you.
No.
We put an apron on you and on your dick.
I would take suggestions about the name.
Okay.
Mystery barber.
New hair who dis.
Ooh, that's not bad. Or is it new hair who dis? The glory hole for hair.
No.
No, the glory hole for haircuts is just wild to me. You hear
It's perfect.
and you're like, ooh, is that for up top or for below? How about that? What if you go in and while you do put your genitalia through some sort of hole,
Yep.
probably bigger than a glory hole, probably like the size of like a cornhole game board.
Of course.
And you put everything in.
Yeah.
And then
you get a
give
surprise
you a fresh
haircut
new
there.
design.
I knew that bringing Dr. Genius to the podcast with his brilliant notions, you would tag on with a
He's
couple
now
good
referring
ideas.
to himself as in the third person.
I knew that you'd add some ideas.
He's pointing violently. And then what's really fun is like at some point after we do this podcast, at some point in the next few days, Chuck will be like, why do you always joke that I have a big ego?
But I knew that you'd tag it up with some other good ideas. I knew you would.
Some other ideas. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll say your idea is as good as Dr. Genius's idea.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. They're on the same level.
Yes.
So that's my first idea.
That's a good,
Okay.
brilliant notion. Thank you, Dr. Genius.
You're welcome. All right. Next thing. You ready for this?
Maybe, dog ear that page and we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
I will. Okay. Next, if on the podcast, sometimes once in a while we talk about pop culture.
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah.
about different things that are coming out.
Few times, yeah.
And I thought maybe if there's a week, if this happens, it doesn't have to. If there's a week where there's just so much stuff to talk about,
Yeah.
that it's like we need a shorthand. Just real quick, we got to tell the audience how we feel.
Yeah.
Okay. I came up with a way that we can communicate it quickly.
Like thumbs up or thumbs down, because that's
It's
really
basically
quick.
like that.
That's
Seems
really
really
fast.
That's very similar.
Yay, nay,
Right.
smile,
Like
frown.
out of stars.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shrug.
So for like TV shows that most people are streaming, it's I just realized
What's going on there, Dr.
Do you hear that shuffling as he slowly walks backwards?
Dr. Genius, we're awaiting your another brilliant notion.
You know what scares me? The idea of an actual doctor looking at a chart and going,
Everything looks good.
Okay.
did you have any plans in, say, 6 to 9 months? I cancel. See if you can get a refund.
You know what? Let's skip to the next idea.
No. Let's hear it. You're here. Listen, you set the table. Put the turkey out, all right?
Yeah, come on, Dr.
I'm
Genius.
realizing it. Here's what I'm realizing.
We heard it.
We heard realizer.
No,
It's the realizer.
You're gonna think this is crazy that I did this, but I really did do this. I accidentally came up with ones that both mean thumbs up. I did it by accident. All of them.
What are they?
Well, for streaming shows,
Yes.
I had stream it or cream on it. And but
They don't even rhyme.
Cream on it means you like it, but stream it also means you should stream it.
Yeah.
So I guess that one could be like, stream it, or like, oh, like, I love
But
it.
it does. It's like it should be stream it and cream it, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Stream on it or cream on it, right?
That's why it doesn't work.
Yeah,
But I have
that's
four
it.
of them, and they're all the same issue.
What's the other one?
For music,
Yeah.
listen it or jizz in it. Like either you can just listen to it, or I love it.
Listen it or jizz in it.
It's so dumb and
Yeah.
bad.
Listen
It's
it.
the worst.
Like, hey, the new album came out, and I gotta say, it's a listen it.
I disagree, Ray.
Why?
I think it's a jizzin.
Oh,
How did I make this mistake so many times? I'm not even. This isn't even part of the bit. I just didn't think as I
it's
wrote these
hear it or fear it.
movies. I have watch it or crotch it, and then I put in parentheses, stick it in your crotch. but they're both. I think it's good. I think it means good in both
Watch
ways.
it or crotch it.
And then for food,
Peep it
this
or
one makes
seep it.
sense. This one makes sense. Creamin' or ew, it tastes like semen. they're both
No.
jizz ones. Everyone's a jizz one.
Also, you did cream already.
No,
You had
Strike
to
it
come
from
up with 4 things, and 2 of them are cream based.
strike it from the record.
Bananas. It's
I like the idea that those are somehow superior to thumbs up or thumbs down. is so. I mean,
How about the idea that this character that is here is because of all of his amazing genius ideas? He's got so many, and he can't go beyond cream. Right? He's just
in the
stuck
car.
on cream.
He's late because he's thinking of so many ideas.
It's like, oh
And
no, I already
they're
did cream.
this.
Oh, yeah. So you have so many cream-based ideas.
Well, first of all, the idea that I accidentally came up with two things that mean good instead of one that means good.
You know what though? It's because you're an optimist.
That's the thing is, I'm an optimist.
I'm gonna rate these pasta sauces.
They're creaming, tastes like semen. That one makes sense. Give me that one.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, would you eat something that tastes like semen?
I can I be honest? I don't know what it tastes like.
Yeah, well, it's not good. But let's.
I think there might be a problem. Now I'm feeling like every woman you've ever been with is like, oh, this tastes disgusting. So you're like, well, that must mean all semen is
All right,
gross.
You know what? You guys make jokes about me having a big ego. How about this for a big ego?
God, it's like it gives me a headache like gas.
Watch The Strangers. I'd rather taste.
Mandalorian season 3, it's getting a little jizzy. It's getting a little jizzy.
All right. You guys always say I have a big ego? How about
Yes.
this? That one, not perfect. I'm taking it on the chin this time. Needs a little work. Back to the drawing board.
Okay.
Or even
All right.
Dr. Genius. I mean, that's how he works. He fiddles and he ticks
faddle.
away and he scratches and he scribbles and then he comes up with new ideas.
Yeah.
I'll bring it back to the next time.
Ah,
All right.
sure.
I think we're busy that day.
So here's the next. This one's a product
Okay.
good.
that we're gonna. We can
Wait,
all,
we're making products.
we can, we have a business successful.
Yeah.
And
A business successful.
we now have a business and then the
we-
semicolon successful.
Are you okay?
I think the strap is far too tight.
It hurts a lot.
Circulation.
The weight of this thing.
There's an ice pick inside.
I was gonna
It's-
say you could
put it on
do
quick.
brain surgery on him right now and he wouldn't feel it.
That's how it feels.
It's like, ooh, my head is cold.
It's supposed to be pink and gray, and it is a sickly green.
So
I mean, I'm just gonna say it. Looks like jizz.
thank you, doctor. You're welcome, doctor. That's what he'd say. So here's our product. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You ever? Okay. Some people find themselves in a new land, and they don't.
Is this about the pilgrims?
So they
Bible.
don't know the language. That happens a lot.
It does.
You know.
Yeah.
And you don't
A
want to.
lot of tourism.
A lot of tourism, and
Right.
now they have a thing on your phone where you can actually speak into your phone. Like you could say, like,
Yeah.
"Oh, where is the nearest train station?"
Yeah.
And-
Or I am definitely a tourist. Please take advantage of me.
exactly. Thank you.
Is this man actually a doctor?
Exactly.
No.
So what
Oh,
you
sorry.
just said.
in French. No.
So Ray just perfect. I want to clip that, play it in slow motion, and slap it back. Here's what happens.
Slap it back.
Here's what happens. You do that right away.
You sound like a stepdad
Everyone
on a
knows.
skateboard. I'm going to
Everyone-
twist it, play it back, and slap it back.
everyone knows you're a tourist, and you look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, look at me. I'm literally a fat American
Right?
walking around. When I was in France, because look, notoriously French people are like, if you're in Paris, they
Snotty,
a little snooty,
snotty, snooty, and
snotty.
Yeah.
Sorry, that I just went into a Ferris Bueller quote. But no, it is a thing, and I
Right.
felt wildly uncomfortable, and I felt so ashamed, and all I wanted to do every time I spoke to somebody was go, "I'm sorry."
That's how I
I
feel
know.
whenever I leave the house.
That's true. That is,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's a
So
thing.
Chuck,
You're a
should we-
stranger in a strange land.
so you would agree
We have a
this
we have a solution.
we have a solution to
Wow.
this issue.
This
Now we're gonna
this could be
start-
really helpful, Dr. Genius.
I just said I had the problem. Let's
Yeah.
hear that solution.
We're gonna
I'm the
start-
one fumbling with all the things while I'm trying to hold a telephone,
Now
a
let's-
cordless phone, because I don't have that strap that goes around my head like yours that holds the phone. This is the infomercial.
So-
and I'm like, there's got to be a better way.
So obviously you got to start small, right? Got to start small. So there's a lot of places in the world, a lot of different languages, and you want to seem like a local, like you know what's going on. So we're gonna start in the faraway land of Mexico, right?
Si, senor.
Now this device is called the translation burrito. Now, here's here's what you do. Here's what it is. Ready? Okay.
I'm ready.
Do we have the X's like on America's Got Talent or whatever?
You don't
that
even
is?
know what it is
I'd
yet.
be broken.
Oh, I don't. I'm good.
Here's
I
what
would
it
have
is.
smashed it through the table.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
what you
Heidi
bring.
Klum is smashing it.
First of all, comes
Howie
with-
Mandel's still like, hear him out, hear him out.
First of all, it comes with a carrying case.
Ooh. Isn't every burrito just a carrying case?
Ooh, good point.
So you
Is
got
every
this,
burrito not
it
just
looks,
a carrying
it
case?
looks perfect. If I had it right now, you'd be like, "Oh, can I have a bite?" It looks delicious, but it's not a burrito.
Okay.
You speak softly
Uh-huh.
into it. Looks like a burrito.
Right.
You speak softly into a device, and there's a speaker. It's covertly hidden on the end of it, and you
So
speak
you
into
put a Bluetooth speaker into a burrito.
it, and then you speak a question.
Okay.
Where's the closest train station? And then it's like it says the
Whoa.
it says the
It turns into Adam
it
Sandler.
just it translates it for you, and you're speaking like a normal.
Excuse me, sir. Do you know where the bathroom is?
Right.
So,
That's
so this
perfect.
is our burrito here.
Yes,
And
yeah.
so and Ray is a local.
Hold on. Let me get into the character here.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right. Yep. Just got a little store brand nasal
Afrin.
spray.
Yeah, yeah.
Shh, store brand.
Okay.
If we could be sponsored by Afrin, I would fucking do it in a second.
So this is me asking a local for directions to
Yes.
the local train station in a normal way.
Yeah.
In
Mexico.
Mexico.
Hola.
Hola, senor.
Where is the train station?
Right.
Okay.
No, it says that on the back.
Right, yeah, no, it has now asked
It's now
in
s-
Spanish. However, Ray, now hearing the Spanish, proceeds to give me directions in Spanish.
Yeah.
Am I doing this? How am I getting the translation back?
Fuck yeah, you didn't even think. Where?
No, I got
do
it.
you have a listening taco?
I got it. Here's what you got.
Churro.
First of all, so you have a big sombrero.
Oh no.
That's big. It's big.
Feels
so
offensive.
this is so
Cover
you
your
don't.
ears.
This is so you can blend in.
Yes.
You're walking around with a big burrito and a huge sombrero, going, "I look just like a local."
A big burrito that you're talking into that you never eat.
Yeah, you're
just
always
carrying
holding it.
this burrito.
And sometimes you pull
not
out
big.
a USB-C cord and charge the burrito.
It's not big. It's little. It looks like
And
you
the
ate
hat
half.
is so heavy because it's electronic, and you know there's batteries in there.
Yeah, solar
So
power.
there's a listener.
Ah.
There's a listening device, and then it feeds into your ears, and you have this.
So why can't you just have it all happen in the
Right,
hat?
right. Why can't you do like AirPods, like under the
Because
sombrero?
you don't want them to see your mouth. You don't want to see your mouth. You have to pretend you're Spanish as well. You want to say the thing.
It's 2023. Wear a mask.
Ooh. Translation mask.
Translation mask.
I knew that the brilliant notions would come to the table, 99% done, and you guys would scoot them
and
off
you
to
would
that.
entirely change the concept. And how about a little LCD screen on it, or LED screen, right, or an OLED
Okay, yep.
that looks like a mouth, and it moves.
That's pretty good.
Whenever it's. Doing
I know,
its
and how
thing.
about this? Because you don't want people to know, goatee. To cover the seams.
For the women too?
Right. Very right.
Yep. All right.
Well, in your opinion, women shouldn't be speaking in foreign countries. Is that
It
or
depends on what
domestic
country.
or
countries.
domestic? Yeah.
But so
According to
Just have the man that's with her do it.
so you had this issue. You went to Germany or England. Where'd you
Yep.
go?
Paris,
France.
England.
Paris,
Oh,
France.
Paris, Germany.
Yes.
And you
Well,
could, everyone could,
If the Germans had their way.
true.
Sorry, Sabrina.
if you you had this problem, you didn't want to seem like a tourist. Solved. And then we can make one for every different country with all their garb and all their famous foods.
Hold on. You'd have to get one for each country. So what would it be for France? Would it be a baguette?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
a baguette
the
and,
little- the hat.
and the beret.
Right, yeah.
You see, he's right himself.
Now, I hopped on the train.
Yes.
And now I'm heading into Germany.
You're not gonna believe
and they're
this.
going to speak German, and I don't know how to speak German. And Brad's not with me because he's not.
You know what you're
there to
eating?
speak German.
Schnitzel.
That's a plate of mess.
It's delicious.
So I got to hold the plate of
Yes.
mess up.
No. There's one that goes
It's
like
sorta
all right,
like a
It looks like
noodle.
a thing. It looks like a swirl in a circle. I've had it.
I don't know.
A cinnamon bun?
I know it's. I went to a German restaurant called Killmeyer's in Staten Island, and I got it.
I don't like
looks
that
like a circle.
kill is in the title.
Dr. Genius, I have a question.
Yes,
I'm traveling to
Nurse Nincompoop.
London, England, and I want to seem like a local.
They speak
But-
English there.
But I'm worried that my accent, my Midwest, Great
Right.
Plains,
Yes.
Great Lakes accent
Yeah.
will give me away as not a
Yeah.
local. Do you have a solution for me in England?
Yes, I do, and it's called.
You're doing tea. You're doing tea.
Yeah, it's the T. What would you call this? It's not an accent, is it? Is it
It
a
is an accent.
dialect?
It's-
oh, I guess England. Well, because to me, England is weird. There's a lot of different.
Wow,
Dialects.
cut that
There
out.
There are a lot of different dialects.
Right. Yes, there are.
It's just like the
Oh,
states.
here's
Like,
what it is.
You wouldn't have
Here's-
like American accent.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
It can be so many different things.
Here's what it is.
Really quick. London Joe,
Yeah.
the editor for Be a Man, and he did some stuff for Independent as well. What?
I'm just laughing at the idea of trying to solve this in my head.
Oh, okay. So the gears are still going. All right, I'll tell it to Brad.
No, I'm
Please.
listening.
But no, London Joe. One of my favorite things to do with him was get him to do an American accent.
Yeah.
Because he was,
Who would he do? What would he do?
It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was like the closest he could get is like more of like a California accent.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'd be like, no, do New York.
Yeah.
Do Boston.
Yeah.
Do Southern.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
And there's so many different things.
a million.
Yeah. I also learned a new fun thing. I'm just going to throw this out here. Infotainment. We're learning something here. Most Scottish people cannot say, if they have a thick Scottish accent, they cannot say purple burglar.
Interesting.
What is it?
It just
does it come out
messes them
as?
up. They're like, purple burglar.
Yeah.
Burglar.
Yeah, that's fun.
I will say, if it hadn't been for London Joe, I would have been married a long time ago.
Yeah. Where did he come
Where
from?
did he go?
so
Where did he come from?
here's what
London
you
Joe.
asked about England. And I had that solved before this.
Oh,
already.
good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's a
so
T.
we weren't just stalling?
No, not at all.
No.
It was a T.
Yeah.
Teacup.
Right.
Translation. Well, base. Twist it to do the different dialects.
Oh, all right.
And they can't see it, but you can see all the different dialects on your side.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And to have the translation. Well, I guess you don't need the translation back, right?
No, not really. No.
But you could.
Yeah. There
Yeah,
are.
if they
I
say
know
lift
people-
or lorry.
I know people that also will watch like something with a British accent, and they'll be like, "I have to turn
perfect.
the subtitles on."
Right. So you
Oh,
wear.
what about just subtitles, Chuck?
Well, so you wear. Here's what you wear. You're in England. You want to fit in. Big, tall, furry black hat. And here's the thing. Perfect.
For the beef eaters?
Perfect black straps that go over your ears. Provide the earplugs.
Yeah.
And now you're walking around in jolly old London town, and everyone thinks you live there.
How about this?
They're
Embrace.
like, this guy's from Liverpool. They said.
What if
He's
it
one
was
of our-
a Beatles wig? And you have Austin Powers teeth as the speaker.
I was gonna say the biggest Beatles mustache, and that's what it is. So that's the thing. So
And all of these products come with a free shirt that says "not a tourist" in whatever language that you
Right.
purchase the item in.
Exactly.
Now, what if I hop over to Italy?
you're eating.
Because I'm going on a big trip. I'm going on a huge trip. I'm going to see so many different places. So I need to bring all of these
true.
things
Yeah, it's-
with
Well,
me.
first of all, I
Just
didn't tell you this.
an EU travel pass.
I didn't
Yeah.
tell you this part, which is a really good part of this. The device, the translation box, the translation sphere is what it's called. In development, it actually just fits into all the devices. So all you have to buy is the case. It's a one-time buy. You buy the translation.
but I got to buy all
sphere.
those cases.
Well, that's very cheap. They're just plastic.
yeah, so I'm bringing them with me
Right.
because I'm going on this trip. Now,
And we do have a carrying case.
Okay, I just got to Italy.
Yeah.
And now,
Buongiorno.
I don't know any Italy. Oh, there's Bolsonaro. Hey, hey, hey,
You know what it is?
what?
Folded up piece of pizza, chef hat.
American pizza and a chef hat? How about just hold a can of Chef Boyardee? It's from the home country.
I'm gonna get Chuck canceled. Let's say I go to China.
You want to go to China?
Yeah.
You're eating.
What am I eating?
You're eating an egg roll.
That's an American
Yeah, it's American Chinese.
Well-
Chinese food, yeah.
You're
what hat am I wearing?
How about like
Chuck?
a noodle dish?
Yeah.
noodle dish.
A ramen sort of thing?
Yeah, noodle dish. And you know what? It's
Even
a
though
big,
ramen, I
it's
think,
a
is
big one. It's a lot of hanging
not
noodles.
Chinese. It's Japanese.
Tell me about what if I, you know what? I met a friend. I'm going to go over to the Bhutan. What am I eating in the Bhutan as I speak Bhutanese? I should start making up countries.
He's just
I
gonna
was
say
gonna-
boot.
I don't know what.
He's gonna say a big boot.
You know what? Some people, they're at the top of the chain and they don't know how everything works below. So they say, hey, researchers, do research on Bhutan, find the food that fits the speaker. Here's the dimensions of the translation sphere. And here's the, the hat thing. And you just got to find it. And then they present me with options and then I'll make a choice.
Chuck, I hate to say, I just booked another trip.
Where'd you go? Where are you going?
I'm going to Africa. I'm going to go on a beautiful safari trip.
Oh yeah, I've heard about these.
And it's a photography trip. No shooting.
Yeah,
No.
but
at
shooting.
the animals, but shooting pictures
Yeah.
of the animals. What would I have for a translation device there? I'm also going to be stopping in Haiti, Jamaica, and Nigeria.
Wow, Africa and Nigeria.
Well, I know Nigeria is in Africa, but I was talking about like
Okay.
the Sahara.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I
got
mean?
it,
Because
yeah.
I'm
Got it,
on the
Couple carrying cases we need.
Well, I would like to know what they look like and really what they sound like. I think I need to hear the sound of it.
Yeah, let's hear some accents, Dr.
Yeah.
Genius.
Well, you got to think.
You're a doctor. It's fine. It's academic.
So here's what's
So here's what's up.
So,
Gulp.
like I said, I may not have, the full scope of how many countries are there in the world?
A lot.
Yeah,
I don't know the
More than 7.
yeah.
I don't know every
Less than 700.
most famous hat piece or food, and so I have to have my researchers do
Right.
research. Or started with the big places.
Let's cut to the researchers. It's like, all right, yeah, Italian makes sense, but he wants us to do Atlantean. Does he? Does he know?
It's just a fish.
All right, glug glug glug, I guess.
And then they come back to him with that.
Yeah.
And Chuck's like, no, I meant for Atlanta, Georgia.
I don't understand. What's a grit?
What? Why? So I hold up a small Waffle House in front of my face, and it says things that I can't say.
So that's the device. The
That's more likely to
translation
get
sphere.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
burrito is the first.
So I'm gonna say, what was the one for no? What jizz thing was no?
I guess
Semen.
it tastes like semen.
I think that one tastes like semen.
Well,
What do you think, Brad?
You know what? I don't want to stream it or cream on it.
Yeah.
right. Well,
Can you stream on it? Because that's like peeing on something.
I think we can agree that the translation burrito is great, but we have to find the other countries. Is what we have to find.
I think we can agree that you thought of that thing.
Thank you. So here's another one.
Thank you.
This is a social etiquette helper.
Oh,
Ooh,
good.
I
yeah.
like this.
I know someone who could really use some social etiquette.
That's right. A lot of people can. Because you know what? I don't like rude people.
Yeah.
So do you ever go to a new place?
I'm too polite.
Do you ever go to a new place
Not here.
I
And you-
try
Here
not
I'm
to.
rude.
and you meet someone,
Yeah.
and then you meet another guy, then you meet another lady, then you meet another person,
And then you realize you're in a wedding.
well, then you say no. Like if you travel for comedy, you'll probably meet a bunch of people when you first get there, other comics, bookers, whatever, and you think to yourself a couple minutes later, I don't remember that guy's name.
Oh, I'm terrible with
Yeah.
that.
Has that ever happened to either of you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All the time. And then you know what I do? This is a genuine question. Goofs aside. No offense, doctor. When you do interact with somebody that you have forgotten their name,
Yeah.
which in comedy, I
Yeah.
want to say, like, listen, I meet so many people. I'm not trying to say like, ooh, I'm hot
Right.
shit, but the job itself,
Yeah.
I'm meeting a ton of different people, and then after a show, I'll meet some people, shake hands, do all that stuff. There are people I meet one time, and that's it. There are
Right.
people I meet dozens of times, whatever. When you don't remember somebody's name, what do you do? Because for me, I will go as long as possible in the conversation, hoping
They say their
they
name.
say it, or a context clue, or I'll remember, or somebody else will say it. But I will play like I know the name until I am cornered,
Yes.
I do a lot
and
of.
then I lash out when
Yeah.
I'm cornered.
I do a lot of. What I'll do is this is not Dr. Genius talking. This is someone else.
yeah,
This is Chuck.
Take that off.
No, I can't.
I think if
Yeah,
it
I
comes
know.
off,
I
it's
think
not
it's going to be a red mark across his forehead.
I think so. What I actually do is this:
Yeah.
like, let's say I'm talking to you guys,
Yep.
and let's say I forgot this person's name, and I'm like talking, and then someone comes up and like, let's say it's Brad, and I'm like, oh, by the way, this is my friend Brad. Have you guys met?
Yeah.
And have you guys met?
Yeah.
It opens it up for this person
like,
to
oh
say,
Yeah, we met before. Hey,
Yeah.
Brad.
Hey, brother.
So,
so now he doesn't know your name either.
oh no, and my character was actually black.
No, but
so
when you-
this is problematic.
No, I do.
I
So
thought his
so
name was
I,
brother.
so I do it
Given
with
name.
I
That
don't
was-
do it
that
with
was-
someone that this person has met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this person has to introduce
No, I know.
themselves.
I was
Yeah.
goofing. Yep.
That's my only tactic.
Yeah.
You know what is terrible? Every once in a while, I will run into somebody. I am generally bad with remembering names.
Yeah.
Faces, I'm good. If I recognize, I'm like, hey, man, what's up? You know, like I'm happy to see that person. I just don't remember their name.
Right.
And it's that awkward space where you're like, also a lot of times you'll meet people in this business where they don't even really introduce themselves with their name, right? Like you're at a theater. For me, like I'll be at a theater or
They just
something
use their
like that.
handle.
And
At-
no,
I
but
know.
like I'll meet somebody who's like the stagehand behind the scenes. Like it's the guy that's going to do the curtain, and he holds the curtain for me.
Right.
And I think maybe somebody else went, oh, and you know, Steve will show you around. But that's before I even meet Steve.
Right.
Exactly.
And then we meet, and he doesn't say, hey, my name is Steve. So it's gone.
I know.
And at that point, you go, you can't be like, I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Right.
I feel super rude about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
But the worst is when you do meet somebody. Has this ever happened to you? This has happened to me, and it makes my penis go up inside me when it happens.
I'd see a doctor about that.
Different doctor.
Yeah.
I want a fourth opinion. But don't look. Don't look. But I've had somebody go, "Do you remember me?
Oh, me too.
What's my name then?"
Oh,
And I want to be like, you can't do that.
I know.
That's illegal.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that's fucking illegal.
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
What an insane
people
thing
have
to do to
people
somebody.
have challenged me.
Yeah,
Well, it seems like Dr. Genius has a solution.
I do have a
or
solution.
at least a notion.
but
for it.
genuinely, what do you do? Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, you know, I eat my crow. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Brad will probably go up to them and be like, "I'm so sorry. I've met a bunch of people today, and I don't remember everyone's name. Could you tell me your name one more time?" You say that?
I've done that.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fair.
But I've also stretched it out and been cornered. And you know, I've been like, "Oh, this is my friend Chuck. I don't know if you know each other." And Chuck's like, "Oh, hell yeah, what's up, brother?"
But
and I'm
see,
like,
this is that like the benefit, I guess, of this
two-person.
constant, symbiotic,
Parasitic.
parasocial relationship that the two of you have, where you can always depend on the other being there to introduce. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm out there. I'm a pirate, man. I'm out there by
Right.
myself doing my thing.
You lack a lot of things in terms of having a partner.
huh?
Like in terms of, we talked about the idea of like driving home from a tough show. It's nice to have a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
You know
sure.
what I
Like,
mean?
yeah, after
When you have a a thing.
Yeah. You're like a comedy partner.
Yes,
kind of thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
No. I do stand up, so I'm just. It's just me.
Yep.
I know.
You know.
Yeah.
And the puppet.
Yeah. That helps.
I do talk to the puppet.
But he died. I wish you said but he
He-
died.
He is.
He says some pretty.
I was gonna say he says rough racial stuff.
Yeah.
He also is very dark, and I don't want to. What's the? I know there's suicidal,
All right.
but is there murder suicidal?
Oh wow.
Because that's what he talks about often. Is
Yeah.
like, the puppet is often saying, "I'm gonna kill you and then kill myself."
Okay.
Right.
That's what he's saying.
Yes, right.
Pretty specific.
Yeah, he's a little skeleton.
Okay. Used to
and-
tour with a different comic.
Yeah, I picked him up after this other comic. He's a skeleton.
He had a falling out.
Yeah, and he used to be a terrorist. And so that's the puppet.
Wow, a reformed terrorist. Chuck, sorry, Dr. Genius, what's your solution here?
So I have a solution.
I like that
right.
there was a real thing within all that awful shit
Yes.
that we just talked about.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know really quickly, just a social media plug. Viewer, listener, please reach out to us, funbearablepod@gmail.com or on our socials. Let us know, like, if you're in that situation where you don't remember someone's name, do you have a trick? Do you
Yes.
have a gimmick?
Well,
'Cause that's genuine.
everyone's about to have one.
Oh, good.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
let's hear those and then, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's hear this one. We'll balance it against whatever people send in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you go to a new place
Okay.
and you meet a lot of new people and you got to remember a name, it's easy to remember their names if you associate them with an alliterative sex act.
Oh.
So it's a
That was
mnemonic, only it's filthy.
So, well, that makes it more vibrant.
Filthy mnemonic
It makes
is
it more-
Chuck's reboot.
It makes it more striking. It makes it much more striking so
Sure.
you can remember it.
Sure.
Watch, come to a party. You're coming to a party. All right, who's he meeting? Give me a guy.
Oh.
Ding dong.
Yep.
Oh, he's meeting Xavier, my friend Xavier.
He's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And he's always going like this,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
This is your friend Xavier?
Yeah. My friend Xavier. So what's our alliterative term? Our alliterative sex act for our friend Xavier.
Well, here's what I'll tell you, Brad. We have a team of researchers.
These researchers do a lot of work. These researchers do a lot of work.
Hold on. At Genius Productions, we have a lot of researchers. And you know what they've determined?
You sound like Elon Musk, truly.
You know what they've determined? That there's not a lot of X first names out there. So you might want to go with maybe a more common one because that's where
Sure.
that's where most people
Triple
are.
X was just
Yeah,
sitting there the whole
X-rated.
time.
No, that's not
X-rated.
right. That's T.
X-rated Xavier.
You know, my friend Brian.
It has to include them.
My friend Brian.
I mean, this one's easy.
Brian.
Ray, you would think I'm Ray.
I'm Ray.
I gave a Blumpkin to Brian.
I gave a Blumpkin to Brian.
Now think about that. We know Brian Bowden. Imagine Brian sitting on a toilet and you're deciding to perform oral sex on him. Think about that. Think about that, right?
I am.
All right.
Okay. I thought about it.
What's the name of the guy that you just met?
Blumpkin.
All right. Perfect example. Keep going.
Perfect example. Wash my hands of that one.
Hold on. You're in the party. You're meeting a new person.
This is my friend.
Oh.
His name is also Brian.
Well, that's easy. That's easy.
Blumpkin.
You stayed in the bathroom. You gave another Blumpkin.
Another Blumpkin, yeah.
That's a pretty weird night. That's
Yeah,
a strange
it is a
night.
weird night.
So now you're gonna
This
remember
is my friend Jeff.
Jeff. Which kind of Jeff? G or J?
Jay. Otherwise, I'd say Joff.
Well, no. There's a Geoff.
Yeah, and I always
That's-
say Joff.
Yeah.
Joff.
Jeff.
Jeff received jobs of all types.
You gave a Blumpkin to Jeff. That's how you remember. Everything's just you gave a Blumpkin to this person. You gave a Blumpkin to Chris.
But it works. I remember all these
Chris.
Blumpkins.
Yeah, no. Jeff accepts jobs of all type: hand jobs, blow jobs, tit jobs, every job that you could come up with. You gave him one.
Menial labor.
Yes.
Blue collar.
Okay, keep going. Let's go
White
further into the
collar.
party. Let's go further into the party.
Okay.
Oh.
This is my friend Terrence.
Terrence,
Terrence.
you
Oh, like Trent Darby.
sent Terrence before the party a few tit pics. You did in the car.
I
You were-
sent Terrence tit pics. Okay.
You sent Terrence.
This is my friend JP.
JP.
It's a good one.
JP. You invited JP to the jizz party, which is at the end of the night. Just a few select people are staying afterwards.
I can
and they're
guess. I can guess what it is. Isn't there an ice cream place like JP Spoonums or JP Licks or
I don't know.
something
I
like
don't
that?
know.
Maybe that's how I would
let's meet another
remember it.
person.
Yeah.
Let's meet another person.
Chuck.
Chuck.
This is my friend Chuck.
Chuck. I mean, it just takes a second.
So
I
amazed.
would just say suck and fuck Chuck, right?
Chuck, suck and fuck.
Because if you do like a
I
You want to
the-
keep them specific, though. You got to make them specific,
the,
or else
word,
they'll
the
forget.
word "suck" is coming to mind with this.
yeah.
All right, let's meet another guy. Let's meet another lady. A lady.
Miriam
Miriam
and
loves
her husband Webster.
Miriam. Miriam and
Oh,
Webster.
I wish I could think of a way to remember the two of them.
Miriam. You know what? She deserves to be married. You're gonna marry Miriam, and Webster is.
So you know what I'm going to call her when I see her next time at another party? I go, "Oh, hi, Mary," and she'll go, "My name is Miriam."
But now, like we've met all these people, right?
Yep.
Go
Yeah.
back. Who's the first person you met? What'd you give him in the bathroom?
Blumpkin
Brian. Now, how many Blumpkins did you give?
2.
So you met two people named Brian.
Okay.
Then you met.
I don't remember.
Jeff.
You met a guy
No,
named.
there was somebody before Jeff.
No, Jeff was the third guy.
Oh, all right.
Jeff was the third guy. That's two Brians. Brian, Jeff.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
And then Terrence.
And then Terrence.
Yeah, Terrence.
And then JP because you had a jizz party.
Okay.
And then Miriam and Webster.
But now we're just remembering names that we
Yeah.
just said.
No, I because you wouldn't have remembered it if you didn't give those Blumpkins.
I didn't remember it.
You knew it was Brian.
I knew Brian.
Yeah.
Yes.
But not. And then I was like, I think there was one before Jeff.
I was
and you're
so-
like, no, it was another Brian.
Well, that's because there's no actual people. If you see the face of Jeff, you know it's Jeff.
I swear I said a Chris in there somewhere.
No, we didn't do it, Chris.
It was. You gave a Blumpkin to Chris. You
That's
gave
right.
a Blumpkin
Yeah.
to everyone.
Yeah.
That's right.
Did Blumpkins to all the people.
So, but that's the thing. You would remember that because it's a striking image. Like you could try to
Yeah.
think of like Brian likes beef, Jeff likes like a food thing.
Yeah.
That would never work.
Jerk chicken.
It's too similar. But a sexual experience, you rarely forget, especially that quickly. So this will help you remember all the names
How about
of the
this?
party.
To really remember somebody, let me tweak it a little bit to keep the same thing. When like, hi, nice to meet you. My name's Ray. What's your name?
My name's Brad.
Oh, Brad, nice
Yeah.
to meet you. And in my head, I go, I'm gonna come, Brad, and that way I remember because that's a personal moment.
Yeah, well,
It's a very personal moment. And then oh, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Ray. What's your name?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Very nice to meet you, Jimmy. And then I go, I'm gonna come, Jimmy. And in my head, I do that.
I think-
Not out loud,
How
but
about
then I
if you
remember
meet-
Jimmy,
How about
Brad.
How about you just remember the names?
You already said you can't do that. Me and Ray are on the
I
same
said
team.
I
Get outta
don't
here.
do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
no
in the
team.
same team.
I'm a ref.
I think of it like I'm Dr. Genius. I bring the brilliant notions to the table, and the nurses.
This sounds like a bad '80s rap.
the nurses.
I'm Dr. Genius. I bring
the
rad
nurse
ideas to the table.
So then the nurses,
If you're able, think of them too.
Nurse Harrington, Nurse Roar.
Yes.
They help tweak the ideas, and we get to them. It's perfect. Not everything comes out of me perfect. Not everything comes out of me perfect. It's not first drafts that go to the screen. You know what I mean?
That's sure.
Yeah.
We got to.
I think
there.
I think there are a lot of drafts yet to come for some of these ideas.
I only have two more ideas.
Just like the beginning of the Vietnam War,
Yep.
I think there are a lot more
Drafts.
very unfortunate drafts to come.
So I have two more ideas.
All right,
Ready?
lightning round. Do.
Another product. Ready for this?
Barely.
I'm on tenter hooks.
Right now, and I'm just going to
Terrence.
say it. This might be an unpopular thing to say, but I'm going to say it. Sometimes I feel like you go to a restaurant or a coffee shop or a place, and there's
Yes.
always a tip thing.
Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner.
Sometimes I feel like I don't belong.
Yeah, something like that.
So,
Take me to the place.
have you ever gone to a place and said, "I really don't think I need to tip on this specific
Yes.
thing"?
Sure.
That has
yes.
happened to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I had a surgeon ask for a tip. It was really weird.
When I leave Chuck's house, there's a tip jar
Now-
by the door.
Now, have you ever not tipped, but then felt a little bit like, "Oh, the options are here. I feel a little guilty pressing no in front of this person."
Right.
Yeah, that's-
it is weird too when you have like a registry thing that's like a complicated like square or something
Yep.
like that.
Exactly.
And it's a screen and it says, "Do you want a tip?" But it's such a quick transaction and they're behind a counter in a way that doesn't seem like there's tipping happening.
Yeah.
That's genuine. Yeah.
For sure.
And I'm like, I don't, and I always, okay, sure, and I do. I tip even then.
pause.
I'm a good tipper.
Pause the Dr. Genius bit. I went to one recently, and it said, "Do you want to leave a tip? 15, 20, 25%, and then other. No option not to leave a tip." And I went. Were you with me?
Yes, I was.
And I was like, and I didn't know what to press. Basically, you had
Yeah.
to leave a tip.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Well, you can press the green button, and that means you're not going to leave a tip." And I was like, "Okay." And it was
Yeah,
very
you
awkward.
press other, and then you press the green button, and then you sign it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I've been back to this place twice since we learned that. I didn't tip either time. I've over tipped in the past.
So here's the thing. But you want to seem like a good guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So here's
of course.
what you have. This is called the retractable tip. So here's what it is.
We are now fully into Three Stooges territory. This fucking idiot
nice
has
guy.
$1 on a string.
Yep.
That's what he's coming to the table with. $1 on a string.
It's not even close
And he
to
just
that.
comes over there and Charlie Chaplin's it into the bucket.
It's not
and then
even
he's like,
that.
yoink.
It's not even that.
Hey everyone, I'm putting this dollar bill
Here I go.
in the drawer.
It's not that.
Although I will say this sounds Seinfeldian. We're in Seinfeld territory.
Yeah.
But have you ever done the tip? It sounds like I think this might have been on Curb Your Enthusiasm. You do the tip and then they don't see you do the tip.
Okay, so this is part of it. This is part
That's
of
when
this.
I'm like, if this is a 5,
So you have
going in.
It's not anything like what you said whatsoever.
Okay, because that would be insane.
It's a cup. Like they have a cup there,
They have a cup.
and you have your dollar,
Yeah.
or a $5 bill, whatever bill you want to have,
20.
and you want to show them you put it in, right? Mm-hmm. So you put it in, you walk away, but you have a 10-foot fishing line, not a string. So you wait for minutes.
Hey, it's not that stupid thing you said. It's more complicated and worse.
It's so
Where's the fishing rod?
no, it's a line.
Okay, so you just have 10 feet of string
It's around
ready.
your wrist. Yeah,
It's ready to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta wear a long sleeve.
It's better than the string.
Yeah. Well, here's why.
Yeah.
Because they make your coffee in your $5 bill. Maybe you even do a little thing like you put it so it's like, clipping on the edge of the cup. They make your coffee and you're just kind of hanging out in the shop. You're hanging out in the shop. They make another coffee. They're hanging out. They're like, wow, that guy's a good tipper. He's hanging out. This is great. Minutes later, time to leave. Get your $5 back and you get the fuck out of there.
Are they not going to see the $5 bill leaving its
Yeah.
jar?
Here's my impression of this barista. You ready?
Yep.
Here's the beauty.
Sorry, that was all visual. But
Here's
Katie, did that guy yell yoink before he ran out the door?
did that guy just scamper?
Here's the beauty. Because you're hanging out.
Here's the beauty.
And you have the 10 feet of fishing line. You wait till they turn or do a different thing.
And then the other people at the counter, they don't see it.
The other people in the establishment don't see it.
Yeah, here's another impression. I'm a guy in line, right?
Well, here's the other thing. I do have a solution to the other people seeing it.
yeah.
All right. You know those little like snaps you throw?
So you're ninjaing this 5 away? Pow! Distraction.
You have a little pouch of them, right?
Yeah,
In your
yeah,
right-
yeah.
That's your right hand.
Yeah.
I need everyone to close your eyes. Don't worry, I'm not going to put anything in your mouth.
Yeah.
You all saw me put a $5 bill in the tip jar earlier, right?
At this point, just leave the fucking 5. You know what I mean?
The retractable.
It's gonna cost $8.50 to do this distraction.
The kit is $50.
And we do take tips.
But so you throw it to the right, you pull from the left. Throw to the right, pull to the left. That way,
Yeah.
everyone is looking in one different way. And then you walk out, and they're like, "That guy, he's just a generous."
Now, what do you do with all of the
extra tip money?
No, all of the children, hobos, and scamps that are chasing the 5,
you gotta rein it in quick,
and
You
they're
don't
all
wanna-
like, "Ooh, ooh."
Yeah, you
like
gotta
that.
rein it in quick, and we can even make maybe fake ones, like
That's-
like,
I mean,
like
that's
my
illegal.
face on it
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's just counterfeit money.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fun. So
He went
last
the
I did-
wrong. He went the long way around just to get to counterfeiting money.
Yeah, with his own face on
He's
it.
telling the feds. He's like, no, because it was.
Watch this. Close your eyes.
I just need
special
I need
agent.
5 minutes, 10 feet of fishing line, and a little bit of tape and glue, and
Does anyone
I'll
have those
show you.
snaps from
Yeah.
4th of July? All right, so
All right, fine. You walk over there and just say "snap" when I point at you.
I have one last idea.
One last idea.
Last idea. This is the big one. This one is more of like this is to help people that are in dire social situations. Ready?
What's a dire social situation?
Hold on. Now this this doesn't maybe not apply to you guys. I think that this situation hasn't happened to you, but I think you'll agree that it is an issue.
Okay.
Stalking, right?
Yeah.
You
that
probably
is
you
a
guys probably
problem.
haven't been
Yeah,
stalked.
I've been involved in stalking.
So you guys have not been stalked.
I was minorly stalked.
But you really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh,
Maybe we shouldn't get into it right now. It's up to you.
Yeah, it wasn't. Nothing was like a serious problem.
Right.
But people people in authority had to get involved.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I'll get into it in another episode. A fun dangling bit of information.
Yeah.
Who would follow that guy? That's what it's called.
So, but you recognize that,
Yeah, I just want to be clear. I don't want anybody to confuse what I'm saying. There was someone doing it to me. I was not stalking someone.
See, my joke was that I had stalked someone.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I knew you were going for real in the
Yeah,
way that someone
yeah.
was stalking you. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, that's very funny.
But you can agree that some people have been stalked and it's
Yes.
an issue.
Yes,
Yeah, we're against
We
it.
have
firmly.
a way to completely
Who's we?
Genius Productions.
You and the researchers?
Yeah. You guys are part of it.
Oh no,
Officer, I assure you we are not.
Your Honor. I've never seen this man in my life.
I've never.
I know Chuck Staten.
I've never
I
seen
don't know this
Dr.
doctor over here.
Genius.
Yeah.
This is how supervillains get their start.
I don't think he's actually a doctor or a genius.
So, to eliminate getting stalked,
Yeah.
there is a very simple method
Okay.
of getting rid of the stalker.
Yeah.
You stalk them back. So here's
No.
how it goes.
No.
Yeah.
Just for legal purposes, I do have to say to our viewer or listener, I have to tell you now, what is being done here is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
We do not recommend that you attempt to stalk a stalker back. We
is
do
how you
not.
do it.
We do not want you coming back at the stalker that way. Here at Funbearable, ourselves and everyone involved in Funbearable, the views of Dr. Genius do not apply to us.
All right.
Those are entertainment views only. Okay.
But imagine this.
TM.
But imagine this. Someone's stalking you.
Right.
Yeah.
They're across
Got
the
it.
street. They cut the binoculars. Classic stalker.
Yeah, George McFly.
They're
Right?
just standing across the street with
Well,
binoculars.
they're in their car, maybe.
They're wearing a jumpsuit and a William Shatner mask.
Yeah.
Famously, stalkers not visible, not spottable.
Oh,
often.
it's a
Well,
bad stalker.
If
it's a bad stalker.
If they were
yeah.
never spottable, then you wouldn't even know you're being stalked. At some point, they're going to be leaving. You're being stalked.
Okay.
How would you even know if you never saw them?
Good point.
Sure.
Okay. You start stalking them. What's going to happen? You're following them around. You're looking back at them with the binoculars.
just a
You're
snake
hacking
eating
into
its own
their
tail.
email.
Yeah.
You follow them back to their house, and you say, "How do you like
This
it?"
only ends with murder.
Yeah.
So, well, they're going to go like this. Like, no matter how obsessed with you they are, they're going to be like, they're going to be so annoyed that they're being stalked back by you that they're going to they're going to lose interest.
Okay, so let's say there's an insano who is stalking.
Maybe he's wearing a doctor.
Yeah, maybe he has a doctor headgear mirror on, and he's ready, and it's tight on his body. And this stalker is
Yes.
not stalking an average Joe or schmo,
Right.
but is stalking. Take your pick of famous people. Tom Cruise. They're stalking Tom Cruise.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yep.
I think he had a stalker
Yeah, sure.
break into his house
Almost
or something like
certain,
that.
yeah.
Everybody's done this or had this happen to them, all the famouses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or a Lady Gaga,
Yep.
or a Beyonce, or a William Shatner.
I wanted,
Yeah.
to think,
I don't know.
I wanted to think of someone not famous. I mean, like, my dad.
Yes.
So let's say it is, who do you want for the famous person?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Let's say it's Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is being stalked.
Yeah.
So with this product,
Yes.
Service?
It's a advice.
so he buys a box from Dr.
You know what? It's a class.
Genius.
It's a class
Oh,
on how
He
to
has
stalk.
to go to a class.
Oh,
No,
it's
it's
online.
It's
Yeah,
on-
of
see,
course.
thank you.
Don't
you.
be
Yeah,
silly.
yeah, yeah,
Thank you,
All right.
Nurse, for.
So Tom Cruise goes and gets this class done. Now Tom Cruise, actor Tom Cruise, well-known person, is now going to stalk the stalker.
Exactly. And we teach you everything about stalking. We teach you everything you have to do to be a good stalker. We're teaching you the best way to do it, to not leave fingerprints, to cut out the
That's
magazine.
for murder.
Cut out the
this-
magazine.
You're
That's a
creating
terrible
hitmen.
idea.
You're creating
You're
hitmen.
creating stalkers. But
Yeah.
what if
we are-
what
we
if
are
I'm
creating-
like, what if I'm like, I want to stalk Tom Cruise?
No,
then
we
I'm
are.
signing
Take
up for
the
your
class.
class, and now I'm the best stalker. And then Tom
Right.
Cruise is just going to learn what I already know.
Oh, this is an issue. Because I guess I never thought that the non-stalked could sign up to take our stalker class and
Yeah.
then become good stalkers.
Yeah.
So I guess you'd have to prove you're being stalked.
You need to prove you're being stalked
In order to
You
register
have
for
only
the
the
class.
stalked.
But in your words earlier, how do you know they don't leave a trace? Da da da, right?
well,
You can't take a picture of a bush and be like, he was in there.
is in there.
Well,
he was in
no,
there.
I told you, stalkers have to leave a trace or you wouldn't even know you're being stalked. How would you know you're being stalked if you...
Fine. So there's that used condom that they leave on your porch.
Yes. So you have to prove
Happy Halloween.
that you are the stalked before we will allow you to be in the stalker
I
class.
don't like.
Yeah,
It's
there's
tough.
a lot of legwork in that.
Yeah, I feel like.
How about this? Just a general thing. Please do not sign up for the stalker class unless you are being stalked.
Well, I guess he said
That's in the
please.
ad. Guys, be cool. Promise you won't sign up unless you're actually being stalked.
We're
Please.
going. You know what? We go by the honor system at Genius Productions,
Stalker honors.
and those are my ideas.
I think that this-
Devices, products, businesses, podcast ideas.
Poorly thought out rating tools.
Yeah.
Now, those see, like I said, even geniuses have room to improve.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what?
what
You're-
geniuses do, and you do as well.
when it comes to ideas, you're like a little Johnny Appleseed. You don't grow them to a full solid concept, but you're dropping a lot of seeds.
And you-
right?
and you-
you're
and-
really dropping a
Spill
lot
your
of seeds.
seed.
Yeah.
That could be one of the things about whether you like something or don't.
That's your autobiography. Chuck Staten spills the seed.
just like Johnny Appleseed, questionable headwear.
I do like Johnny Appleseed.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Well, folks, this has been.
What a transition.
This has been Brilliant Notions with Dr. Genius, episode 1 of many.
You know
we
what?
could
You know what? Hold
I-
on. Episode 001.
if we could get like a theme song for this,
Dr.
right?
Genius.
And it's just what's the best? How do I describe this? Like a mentally ill person clattering on a xylophone kind of song,
How about this?
right?
I was
If
thinking
you're-
just the sad trombone.
If you're a fun bear, send in your Brilliant Notions with Dr. Genius theme songs. Even if it's just you humming, you could be playing on guitar, whatever you want.
Especially if you're a cross-eyed chimpanzee, because that's who is going to nail this.
Funbearables@gmail.com. Send in your theme songs for Brilliant Notions with Dr. Genius. Anything you have. Lyrics, melodies, whatever you got.
You know, Dr. Genius, I just wish you could have been here to meet our friend Chuck. He was here. Then
He
we
would have loved you.
then we closed our eyes, and Chuck was gone, and
Yeah.
you were here.
You really, I mean, when it comes to character work, you disappear. You are like a method actor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The Daniel Day-Lewis of Funbearable.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, folks, thank you all so much for joining us on whatever this was.
And I'd like to wish Chuck, were he here, luck on his dating
Profile.
pursuits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, really. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of customers for that stalking program when it comes to his dating profile.
I never thought that stalkers could take the program and use it against the stalked.
Totally blindsided.
Didn't realize that our program could be used for evil.
I like the
It's
idea.
a class action suit against Genius Production.
I love the idea of you being on Shark Tank, and then one, like Mark Cuban goes, well, couldn't a stalker just take the class? And then you go, and you just turn around and walk out of the room. You don't even defend it. You just
never
walk
thought of
straight
it.
out of the room.
I know.
Thank you. And you just walk. I'll
Again,
see you guys
you know what?
soon. I'll
Again,
come back.
Did he just leave?
Did he just leave?
I'm an optimist.
And then,
I never.
it cuts to later, and somebody else is doing a pitch, and it cuts to Mark Cuban, and you're in the background behind a potted plant looking. It's like, oh, he's the stalker.
That's how good the program is.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad Dr. Genius was able to stop by, and best of luck in all your travels far, far away from here.
No, I'm staying close, baby.
Oh,
Don't you have to do research for your burritos?
I
yeah,
have time to
your
poke around.
Bhutanese burritos.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got this.
Yeah.
This is my Scandinavian burrito.
It's the same burrito. It's
always
got
a
a
burrito.
little Swedish flag coming out. Oh, folks, thank you all so much for watching. If you have stuff you want to talk to Dr. Genius about, seek professional help. Send us an email, funbearablepod@gmail.com, or find us on social @funbearablepod. We had a good time with Dr. Genius.
Yeah, thanks for coming in today,
Hey, anytime.
Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe next time, can you bring your credentials?
Yes, that'd be great.
Yeah.
You know, doctors always have their
Yeah,
degree
right.
on the wall and stuff.
Yeah, they don't travel with it.
Where did
but-
you get your degree?
Yeah, well, you know, we asked that right at the beginning, and Dr. Genius, you never
I went
answered.
to GU. Genius University.
I guess
think that's accredited.
At least it wasn't Glory Hole University.
Yeah, that's
which
true.
is where
That
I
is-
thought it
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
going.
Ooh! You don't know what you want to do with your life.
We're so close
We-
to just
we got-
opening Trump University.
we
It's
got-
wild.
Really got to get out of this episode.
Yeah.
This is Dr. Genius for Ray Harrington.
I'm reluctant Ray Harrington.
I'm Brad Rohr saying thank you all so much, and we're sorry for being Funbearable.
So I figure we do this like every other week.